disappear for a month. Now you're getting 2 videos in the space of like 4 days. Honestly, by the time this video's over, you're gonna be sick of me. I'm also probably gonna be sick of me because of how many times I've had to rewatch this while I'm editing. But do what you love. Love what you do, right? So I was at a show last night. I went to go and see a band called Tansmission Club. They're from my home county, Cork. They are very good. And no, because I know some of you do know, I'm not just saying this because of obligation. My brother is the bassist in Tansmission Club, but fuck, they were so good. Like, their stage presence was really great. And, you know, they interacted with the crowd a lot, and just everything about their performance was great. Something that my mom said actually was, she was like, I could have closed my eyes and we could have been in the Trina Arena. Sound-wise, probably not. Like, close your eyes, you would have still been able to tell we were in a tiny venue. But I get what she was trying to say, and honestly, I agree. They definitely have the skills to be there. And I want that to happen because they are too good not to. Okay? Please look up Tansmission Club. Their debut EP is on iTunes and Spotify and Bandcamp, and it would just be pretty cool if you looked into that. Obviously, don't feel under pressure to, but the option's there. It looks like this. Like, I wasn't asked to do this or anything. I genuinely just really liked their show and their music, and I have been listening to it on repeat the whole day. Literally the same 4 songs all day, and you know, I'm happy about it. So yeah. On the topic of music and live music and just all of that in general, I wanted to talk about a few albums that have influenced me over the last few years. I did sort of get inspiration from this a while back from a video that Emma Blackery did. I will leave a link to that somewhere here because I enjoyed that video a lot. I love hearing people's stories about music that's influenced them, and I wanted to add to the discussion. And of course, please tell me about what music you like in the comments down below, and I will be replying to all of them because there is nothing, and I mean nothing, that I love talking about more than music. Maybe YouTube, but obviously. So the first band that I ever got into, and was unhealthily obsessed with, was McFly. I wanted to date the heck out of Harry when I was like 7. Not that I really knew what that meant, but I was about it. I didn't have any of their albums, but I would just watch the same videos of them. Not even their music. I mean, like, I did listen to their music as well, but it would be the same interviews over and over again, to the extent that I would know the interviews off by heart. Fast forward a few years, the first album I ever bought myself, and I remember it as if it was yesterday. I actually think I bought a few albums at once. I think it was My Chemical Romance's first 3 albums that they put out. I remember I was sitting with my dad at the computer, and we were like on Amazon and we were buying it all. Like, I was using their credit or debit card or whatever it was, and I like gave them the money for it, and my dad actually got a little bit, not that he was emotional, but he was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm here while you're buying your first album, because music is very important to him too. Music and football are his thing. So that was a cool moment that we like shared together, I guess. To this day, those albums are still some of my favourite albums. I think 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge is my favourite. And yes, I do still get a little bit weepy when I hear that first note of the Black Parade. Fast forward another few years, I'm listening to bands like Good Charlotte, Fall Out Boy, Flyleaf, Blink-182, Panic at the Disco, anyone in that kind of scene really. I remember my brother for Christmas, he got Rock Band for his PlayStation 3, I think it was. And he used to always play either the guitar or the drums, and he'd like get me to sing. Don't know why, I can't sing for shit. What are you doing? And that's what you get by that band up there was on it, and he used to always get me to sing that. I don't know why, but I just decided it wasn't cool to like Paramore. Or maybe it was because it was cool to like Paramore that I didn't want to, because, you know, I was really like edgy and different, and like I wasn't like everyone else, you know. So I decided that I hated them, but I would like go onto my brother's computer when he was like at school and like listen to Riot over and over and over and over again. But that only lasted a couple of months, and then I gave in and became the total Paramore trash that I am now, and I'm happier for it. Riot is the first Paramore album that I like fell in love with, followed by Brand New Eyes, and then All We Know Is Falling. But the self-titled, that was the first album cycle that I was a part of and like properly like threw myself into. And now is the best Paramore song, Come and Fight Me. Hands down, it's the best Paramore song, obviously. Can we talk about the bridge? Like, I rest my case. After that, I don't think an album ever made me quite as emotional as any of the Paramore albums have. Since I started listening to 21 Pilots about 2 years ago. I hated 21 Pilots when I first started listening to them. I shit you not, I had to train myself to like them. And it worked. And Vessel is my favourite 21 Pilots album, I think. Blurry Face makes me quite emotional, but Vessel tops it by far. Don't really listen to them much anymore though, unfortunately. I don't know, I just kind of grew out of it, I guess. Like, I still like and appreciate their music, and I don't really have anything against them as people, but I'm not like a mad 21 Pilots stan anymore. Not that 21 Pilots fans are mad. I'm digging myself a deeper hole. Then after I got into 21 Pilots, it was Halsey that I really, really, like, cared about. Badlands is a masterpiece. Again, not the biggest Halsey fan anymore. That girl can write an album, like, really well. I think I like the fact that the whole album, like, tells a story. And then after Halsey, it was Against the Current. I didn't know much of them before I saw them in February. But then I heard Dreaming Alone and Outsiders live. And it hadn't been long since the guy I was going out with around that time when I had broken up, and I just sobbed. It was really cathartic for me, and after that I wasn't quite as bitter and angry anymore, and that was nice. So when their album In Our Bones came out, I bought it and just fell in love with it, and then saw them live again a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago maybe, and just overall really enjoyed it. Would definitely recommend you checking that out. And another album I want to talk about is Future Hearts by All Time Low. That album isn't a masterpiece. It's not a shit album, but it's not the best. But because of that album and that album cycle, I got to see All Time Low live again in February. And some friends were going through some stuff. I don't need to go into details about that. It's not my place to. But one friend in particular, it was the happiest I had seen them in quite some time. They just completely let go and just looked so genuinely happy. And for that reason, that album has and again, this sounds like a cliche, but that album has a special place in my heart because that show just was an important time, I think. And I'm just very grateful for that. And I'm gonna shut up before I make myself start crying because that's bound to happen. There may be some albums that I've left out, but my feet are going dead. So once again, I think I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any suggestions or any stories about any albums or EPs or any music at all that you would like to share, please do leave it down in the comments. I would love to read about it. Well, why don't we bring these back? Make a video response. Yeah, again, it's so good to be back here. I do hope that these become more regular. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I have a new Facebook page, actually. I will leave the link here. It would be great if you would go and like that and whatnot. I hope to see you again soon. Probably won't be in like 2 days because ideas are a little bit on the non-existent side right now. See you soon. It was really great talking to you again. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.